here's how this works. There was a fire catastrophe in California. Had to do with winds. You know how they're always saying, oh, the wind. It actually does. The winds move things and sparks move things. And it doesn't matter how much water you have if 900,000 buildings go up at the same time. Now, having lived in California, having lost every house save for one that we ever lived in, I take great offense at pointing fingers. You should be pointing fingers about how can we help?
Yeah.
It's too soon to be saying, oh, it's Gavin's fault. It's nobody's fault. It's like...
That's bullshit. Trust me, we need to blame Gavin Newsom. And guys, Whoopi Goldberg, man, you know, she sounds more foolish every day. Every day that she talks, she sounds sillier and sillier. You know, we do need to blame Gavin Newsom for this shit because he's at the forefront. He's the leader. He's the governor. So it has to be in somebody's lap. And not only that, Gavin Newsom, California is pretty much ruined under Gavin Newsom by now. Gavin Newsom has run California into the ground. California is in a tremendous deficit under Gavin Newsom. So I don't even understand what Whoopi Goldberg is talking about, because we do need to put this shit in Gavin Newsom's lap, because Gavin Newsom is very incompetent. Now he's smart. He's politically savvy as far as speaking and being a good orator. Yeah, I give him that. But as far as him running California is ran into the ground under Gavin Newsom. And we need to also blame that damn mayor too, that old catatonic mayor of theirs.
Like us taking seriously that there are, you know, magic lasers in the sky that direct the weather. That doesn't work. It doesn't happen. This is a catastrophe, and this is what's happened. And let's try to figure out how to work towards not having it happen again. But, you know, we don't control Mother Nature. Mother Nature doesn't give a damn what we want. Mother Nature does what she does. And if you're in the way, this is what happens. And
guys, all that shit she's saying is bullshit. Because if Trump was the governor, they'll be putting everything on Trump. Guys, if Trump was in Gavin Newsom's position, trust me, they wouldn't just be talking. Everything they would be saying would be laced with venom. If that was Trump and Gavin Newsom's position, y'all know that. So these women are hypocrites. So don't, and notice they never want to hold a Democrat accountable for anything. Any Democrat, when somebody criticizes any Democrat, they go to bat for him. How dare you talk about him like that? They never want to hold a Democrat accountable for anything. And this is why they're going to continue to lose. So keep doing it.
And California is chock full of people. So far, 24 lives have been lost. Evacuations continue. So what should these officials be doing to get help or get this under control?
It should be an all hands on deck operation. In fact, Governor Newsom thanked Texas Governor Greg Abbott for sending firefighters in. Canada, Mexico, they sent people in even while we're talking about Donald Trump potentially purchasing all of these places. So I think right now people understandably are looking to place their rage somewhere. So I don't know if it makes people feel better to point their finger, but just like North Carolina after the storm, you don't start recapping a game until the game's over. There are fires ravaging not only the land, but people the count of bodies keeps going up and up. They haven't even gone and been able to see how this all started. You can't start right now doing this. Everyone should be saying, how can we help? And they should be flooding over there, whether it's money and GoFundMe accounts, whatever you can do to help. But this is not the time to blame it on officials when we...
Oh yeah, when is the time then? Oh, it's the time. Trust me, it's the time, because the officials, the leaders, they should have been taking the precautionary steps and preventing this stuff. This stuff has been happening for years. This shit hasn't just started happening now. This has been happening for years in California. This is a reoccurring thing. So at what point who do we blame then? If not Gavin Newsom and the mayor, who do we blame? So miss me with all that shit about we don't need to blame nobody. We just need to help. And no, because if that was Trump, you guys would be putting the blame on him heavy. Hell, Trump get blamed for everything now. He ain't even in office yet.
We are living in a time of a lot of climate change and things that are happening. I just find it a little disturbing that you're going to actually blame a mayor, a governor. If they were standing right in that spot, the fire still would have started.
Well, and I think first and foremost, I know we all think the fire.
Yeah, they should have took the precautionary steps though. That's what you're not saying. Because like I just said, this stuff has been happening. This is not the first time that this happened. This shit has been happening for years. So they should have had a plan in play to prevent this shit. Once again, they're not trying to hold the Democrats accountable.
Firefighters and the first responders, they've put themselves in harm's way. Where there's new warnings today that the winds are picking back up. This could continue to spread. I think we're all praying for them. My sister was evacuated, then not. I've had friends who have lost everything. I know you've had very close friends. It's devastating. And what I don't like is that there's the jump to go to the politics of it. What does need to happen is at some point the accountability and the after action of what went wrong and what did we not have that we needed to have. I was frustrated, and I would hope you come on the show. Gavin Newsom's been a friend of the show. I was frustrated that in 2 different interviews,
Hell, Trump used to be a friend of the show too. And look how y'all treating him. If Gavin Newsom was to become a Democrat today, they would turn against him. Hands down. Guys, you can go look. You can go do your research. Trump used to be a friend of the show. Whoopi, it's an episode where Trump, he's a guest on the show. Whoopi gave him a kiss, and Joy Behar introduced him as our friend Trump. These are the same women who turned on Trump when he became a Republican and he ran for president.
he pointed to, well, the municipal authorities should have known, the local governments should have. But we live in a country where the buck stops with the leader, the governor, the buck stops with the president. And I think that he needs to have those answers. I get that you don't in real time, but there needs to. We need to know why fire hydrants didn't have water.
Well, it's not that they didn't have water. The fire hydrants had the water, just not enough to put out 9,000 burning buildings at the same time. And here in here in New Jersey, you know, if you... I say this a little bit because I'm trying to make myself giggle. But sometimes, you know, when you turn on the water to wash the dishes and somebody's taking a shower at the same time, and then you're trying to wash the dog outside, there's no water.
Yeah.
That's how you have to think of it. 900,000 things at one time looking at one spigot. That's how you have to look at it.
Can I just say one last thing? Is the LA Fire Chief Crowley, who said that they needed more resources and they didn't have them, was kind of contradicted by some folks. But I don't think there's a fire chief in America dealing with this crisis who would say that if it's not true, and that needs to be looked at. If there are not enough resources to fight the fires, then there needs to be more money going toward that.
Well, you know, Whoopi, you're right. I mean, experts have said that it's the local water shortages happened not because there wasn't water, but because the city's infrastructure wasn't designed to respond to a fire as large as the one that happened. So you are absolutely right about that. In terms of politicizing this fire, that's what I've been most disgusted by. I was thrilled to learn that Mexico was sending aid, you know, the very people that Donald Trump would like to build the wall against. Well, they must have climbed over the wall because now they're here helping put out these fires. Canada, who he wants apparently to be the 51st state, they are here helping us. So our neighbors have come in and helped us. And that's what should be happening. And I applaud Mexico and Canada for helping. But who I don't...
Guys, she shouldn't be talking. I mean, really, she shouldn't be talking. Based on the shit that's coming her way with her husband. She's the last person. I'm surprised she even showing her face. Based off what her husband going through. Her husband is a damn scammer. Allegedly. Respectfully, allegedly. Insurance fraud. And he got a RICO case on him. So she, like I said, I don't understand why she even showing her face. Because her husband, he was around here performing procedures that wasn't covered and then he'll falsify what he did just to get the claim. But like I said, allegedly though, they got a RICO case on him. Being that they got a RICO case, usually that means they have strong evidence against you. But like I said, allegedly.
Don't applaud someone like Jesse Waters on Fox News. This is what he said. He blamed LA fires on diversity. He blamed them on California's
maybe because one burn was burning bright and one was darker.
I don't know.
Is that kind
Maybe
of diversity
because he says it was unbelievable. I thought it was fake news. He said that California's woke politics and DEI are the reasons for the fires because NewSCUM has been tearing down dams because Native Americans, but he called them Indians, wanted some of the river back so they could catch salmon. And Gavin didn't just knock down one dam for the Indians, he knocked them all down. He knocked down 4 of the dams. I'm sorry, this is stolen land, first of all, okay? California is stolen land. Second of all, that's part of what always happens. These dams, there's preservation of the dam. So that was just complete, not only misinformation, but it was racist. And I think we need to also...
It wouldn't be Sunny hosting y'all if she didn't race bait. Everything's racist, even though she says racist stuff, Like these women are some serious hypocrites. I mean, really, there are some serious hypocrites. Do as I say, not as I do. It's okay for them to call people names and them to call people out and hold people accountable. But when you hold somebody that's dear to them accountable, they don't like it.
Call stuff like that out.
Well, look, I think what this has shown us is for people who thought that Donald Trump has changed, he has not changed, okay? No. He is the same immature, insensitive, inappropriate oaf that he's always been. What he should be doing right now is putting out tweets saying, I thank the heroic first responders. I thank the countries of Canada and Mexico and all the others who've helped. I thank the surrounding states that have sent help. I have talked to Governor Newsom. I have talked to Mayor Bass. I have told them that my administration in 7 days will be ready to supply everything and anything that California needs. Californians, my thoughts are with you. Those are the things you have to say. If you need help in figuring it out, go look at everything that Joe Biden has said for the last 4 years after a natural disaster. I have lived in Florida for 44 years. I have seen so many hurricanes. You know what somebody wants at that time, a citizen? You want to see your federal government, your state government, your city government working seamlessly with each other, like I saw with Joe Biden, Ron DeSantis, and Daniela Levine Cava, the mayor, after the Surfside building collapsed.
Yes.
When we had that picture of Joe Biden sitting there next to Ron DeSantis saying to him, what do you need? What can I do for you? And so that is what he has to do. He has not changed. He will not change. All of those people thinking he has, I don't know what you're smoking. I'd like some of it, please.
And we should note that he's been invited.
So basically, because Trump is holding people accountable, he hasn't changed. Now, at the start of what she said, she called Trump an oaf. Now, these are the same people who will sit up there and say they don't like when Trump called people names, but they'll do it to him with no problem. They have no problem calling him names, but they'll criticize him for doing it. And now she wants to criticize Trump because he's holding people accountable, the rightful people accountable. Yeah, he should. They're the leaders. See, when you take on the leadership role, you get all the accolades, you get all the high pay, you get all that shit. At the same time, you get the accountability too. So you can't pick and choose.
By Los Angeles officials to come as the incoming president. Some officials have said it would be helpful for you to go. I actually anticipate he probably will in the next week or two after the inauguration, because this is going to cost a lot of money. It's going to require Congress to act. This is a years-long rebuild. And this is where the pointing fingers and saying it's the right, it's the left, it's Donald Trump, that doesn't solve the problem. Congress getting the funds and resources to the people losing everything is what solves it.
Nobody said.
No. Like I said earlier, if that was Donald Trump and Gavin Newsom's position, they would be blaming Donald Trump hard body. So stop that. Stop the cap. They will be blaming Donald Trump hard body. Like I said before, Donald Trump gets blamed for everything now. He ain't even in office yet. People are holding him accountable for shit that he ain't even in office for. Nobody don't want to hold Sleepy Joe. Where's Sleepy Joe at? Someone sleep somewhere.
Saying it's Donald Trump. What I'm saying is his response to, I mean, it's obviously not Donald Trump. What I'm saying is his response to it is woefully inappropriate. It's him that's saying it's GAVIN NewSCUM. He can't even bring himself, because he's like a toddler, to call the man his right name.
Listen, at this.
Now, like I said, she just called Trump a name as well. And now she want to criticize him for calling GAVIN NewSCUM a name. Yeah, that's it. That is his name. GAVIN NewSCUM. That's his name. I just told y'all this. She just criticized Trump for something that she just did. Not even 2 minutes prior. Oh, boy. Anyway, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. This your boy MAZ. Do the Better You channel. Magical Poem. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.